Hello there, my name is Aaron and I'm a simple guy who likes to scratch build things out of old toys and model kits. So, anyone happen to see the cartoon show over on Disney Plus called Sandland? It's different, kinda silly, but I love the vehicles in it, and it's that one that I'm going to make there, that yellow tank. So you know what that means? Let's start scratching that build. So for this build I'm going to need the help of a model kit and a plastic ball. I had to get this from a sweet dispenser. It cost €2, so let's just see what €2 gets you nowadays. Wow, actually I could use them bits for a build. Not the most inspiring, so we get a toy and a lollipop. Brilliant. Cracking open the model kit, all I need is the base and wheels. Let's have a look at the instructions. Somewhere amongst all these pages are English instructions. Yeah, oh, there we go. Right, yep, okay, got it. Move on. I have the base, but the ball is too wide, so a little nip and tuck is in order. Hang on, before I do anything too drastic, let me check one of my bit boxes to see if I have a smaller ball I could use. That big Kinder egg is the correct width, but it isn't round. No, so I'm going to have to do some nip and tucking. This is where indecision strikes and I'm double guessing myself right now. God damn it. Let's just have a quick look at the reference photo. Yeah, no, it's got to be wider. Fun fact, these are on Amazon selling for around €100. Ridiculous. Okay, so it's on with the build. I just need to carefully cut as close to the center as possible, and hoping that if I apply a bit of brute force and a lot of ignorance, if I score that there and score that there, then maybe it might just come apart. And just one more snip there, and here we go. Yes! Move on. So a bit of plastic art to rejoin the sides of the tank is required. And that should mean the plastic ball will now fit nicely inside its new home. There you go. A bit or a lot of hot glue to stick the ball to the plastic card. I'll attach the wheels to the base now and not later, simply because I'll probably end up losing them. Now, I'm not going to lie when I say that these tank treads were a royal pain in the ass to fit. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to start bulking out the sides. These bits of plasticard or styrene, whichever you want to call it, these are going to be for the sides, so I'm just going to nip off the side edges. And with a little gentle persuasion, they should fit just nice and snugly, just like that. So that's how the tank is looking at the moment. I do realise I've made a mistake because I've made the front end slightly longer than it should have been. But hey, you know, like I've said more than once on this channel, I make these mistakes so you don't have to. That's a toy egg that I was given, no dinosaur inside, which is great because I don't need any more pets. I'm going to chop the top off as I think these will be perfect for the tank doors. I just need to try and squish this into place. Doesn't matter about the hot glue because I'm going to put some more around the door just to make it look like it's welding. But yes, that is holding. Like I said, I'm just putting more glue around the door to make it look like there's a weld. Happy that the first door worked, I repeat the process for the second door. Then I just need to cover all the gaps with more plasticard. And because I'd made a boo-boo with the measurements, this is how or where my tank slightly differs to the TV show tank. And we all know what these are, Q-tips, cotton buds, or pokey things for your ears. I'm just going to cut them down and make these sort of like handles for the tank. Again, this is where my version differs as I'm putting sticky gems onto it so they look like rivets. Junk bot pieces, these are becoming my go-to for greeblies when I'm looking for strange shapes, and what I'm going to do with these is, with a little modification, these will become exhausts. There you go, a little nip and tuck, and I have 2 exhausts ready to go onto the tank. But for now, I need a top for my tank, and this, well, I'm not sure what this is. Maybe it was a dippy dip tray or something, who knows. But damn it, with a little choppy chop, that will fit perfect. As you can see, I'm using scissors for this because I've only just put fresh blades into my X-Acto knives, and I don't want a long trip to A&E. With all my fingers still intact, I'll hot glue this piece onto the top. Then it was time to add the exhaust. I'll add a little garden wire to hide the imperfections around the bottom of my tank. I made these out of offcuts from plasticard using my hole punchy device. I thought they would look cool over some of the garden wire and give it a little more visual interest. So that's the tank all done. It's not perfect or screen accurate, but this is a scratch build, so liberties can be made. Next is the priming, so off you go, little fella. Hold it, wait, before you go I need to put your tank turret on. So yeah, that was taken from the model kit. Next is the priming, so off you go. Well, don't they grow up so fast? So here he is, all primed up with grey, and it's going to be an exciting yellow. That will probably take about 3-4 coats, so here goes. I'm using Vallejo's airbrush yellow because the other paint that I got is rubbish, and I swear by these paints because they're doddle to go on. Yep, here we go. There's the first coat going on. Once that had dried, it's the second coat that is going on. In total 4 coats just to get it to this stage, but I spared you the other 2, so let's move on. I want to try some chipping on this, so I'm breaking out my grey acrylic paint. I also found this. I thought it was a stale block of black cheese, but it's a makeup sponge that I raided from the other half's makeup drawer. Hang on, let me just touch up my makeup. Yeah, I'm ready for my close-up. So, tearing a little bit off, I put it into the grey paint and just start dipping on. Basically, less is more, less is more. You couldn't really see it, but you'll probably see it in the close-ups. But I went all the way around the tank with doing this little chipping effect until it looks like this. Now you can't see it probably from that angle, but I assure you there is chipping on this tank. It was time to break out the weathering powders. You've seen me do this 1,000 times before, so I'll do a quick few zoomy shots of me applying different colours. Now for the glamour shots, I filmed 2 versions, one without decals and one with, and I have to say with decals makes the scratch build look a lot better, but of course I'm biased because I built this thing. So without further ado, on to the glamour shots. Smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, it really helps the channel, and until next time, thanks for watching and keep scratching that build everybody.